Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about the DCU TV series Lanterns. If you guys go watch the other videos on the channel, it will be very much appreciated. More content is coming soon, hopefully. So like the videos and subscribe to the channel, as it would be very much appreciated. Now, on to Lanterns. Now, here it says Lanterns. Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart, two Green Lanterns intergalactic heroes who wear rings that give them extraordinary powers, investigate a mystery on Earth. Now, first thing he wants to say is that he is very, as with most of these superheroes, he's very interested in the concepts that these that the people who came up with these characters were able to come up with. So the Lanterns are a intergalactic police force in space, right? And I find that really interesting because he's actually a fan of police procedurals. So knowing that there's a superhero property that are basically cops but in space, he finds that really interesting. So this is a show he's actually looking forward to, even if he's never really he's never really he's never read like comic books, a Green Lantern comic book, as with most of these characters, but most of his knowledge comes from watching videos about these characters and watching the some of the TV shows and movies that they're involved in. Now, Green Lanterns hasn't been in a lot of TV shows or movies because, well, the Green Lantern movie that came out I think it's now a decade ago now, flopped at the box office. And ever since then, DC has not wanted to touch the Green Lantern's name until finally this project was announced. But back to reading. Gunn confirmed in December 2022 that the Green Lantern characters would be an important part of the new DCU. So he's sure Lanterns fans are very happy about that. Although it seems like most people wanted a movie, but because the previous movie didn't do so well, they're now testing out. It seems like they're testing out how this TV series how it's gonna be received, critically and by the fans. So we'll see. But anyways, when he and Safran unveiled their initial DCU slate a month later, they included Lanterns, a new iteration of a long-in-development Green Lantern series. Yeah, that's true. Safran said the series will be an Earth-based detective story and a huge HBO-quality event in the style of the series True Detective, which started in 2014 and is still going on today in the present. Now, for this, I think the thing about the Earth-based detective story, I think that's where some people have taken a bit of pause with this, because the Green Lanterns, as you guys already know, they fly around. They're intergalactic heroes who wear rings that give them extraordinary powers. They use their whatever they want, constructs they want to create with their rings. They create them to take down evil. And so, saying that it's going to be an Earth-based story, I don't think too many people who are a fan of Green Lantern are really looking forward to that, because they want to see the Green Lanterns fully, in space, defending their sectors, stuff like that, wearing the costumes or uniforms of the Green Lanterns. But as most people already know, that would be way too expensive, especially for a TV show. They're starting, but this is the direction they're going in for now. Maybe there'll be a Green Lantern movie in the future if the Lantern series is received well, but we'll see. Continuing on, Chris Mundy, Tom King, and Damon Lindelof wrote the pilot script and series Bible for Lanterns by the end of May 2024. Mundy serves as showrunner for the 8-episode series, which will be released on HBO. I could not speak for a few moments there. In October 2024, Kyle Chandler and Aaron Pierre were cast to respectively portray Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart. Now, this is also where some some pause was also taken with the castings, mostly with Kyle Chandler being cast as Hal Jordan. Now, a lot of people have been speculating on the direction, on why they took this direction, on the direction that they could be going in. So, information that I learned is that in the comic books, as you already know, Hal Jordan gets taken over by this villain named Parallax, or maybe not taken over, but I don't know. Like, there's this villain named Parallax who, like, does something to Hal Jordan, who makes him evil, who turns Hal Jordan into evil, who turns him evil, right? And then he, like, there's, like, this comic book cover with him, like, with all the lantern rings. And I'm personally not a fan of when superheroes turn evil, because I'm just not that interested in that. Like I mean, it's just like I like the heroes being good, and then when you see an evil version of them, it's like, no, why? No, you didn't have to do that. Like, I'm sure a lot of people find that interesting, but like, for example, The Boys, you got Homelander and you got Invincible, Omni-Man. And, you know, the evil Superman thing, I mean, sure, it's interesting, but it's also like, I don't really want to, it's like, it's interesting, but he prefers Superman from DC. He, very good, he has a very kind heart, he's very hopeful, he wants to inspire, he inspires, you know, he wants to help people. And that's what I mainly want to see heroes do. He wants to see them saving people. You want to see them take down the bad guys, and, you know, and stuff like that. But anyways, so yeah, the whole Parallax thing, that some people think that could be the direction they're going, or they're either going to make Hal Jordan pass away in this show, because Kyle Chandler is I don't know if he's already 60, but he's turning 60. So people were taking huge pause with that. And for some people, Hal Jordan is their favorite Green Lantern. So when they cast an almost 60-year-old or 60-year-old man to play the character, people are not really have been on board with that. But, you know, he isn't either. I think you could just, why do that? Why do you, like, you're bringing the Green Lanterns back to TV, or like you're putting the Green Lanterns on the screen again, right? And you're already going to try to make Hal Jordan evil? That doesn't seem like the right move, like, at all. Like, he's only been featured in a one movie that came out a decade ago and did not do well at all at the box office, and you wanna do this TV show just to make him evil? Like, just to potentially adapt the storyline from the comics where he's turned evil? That's not, hopefully they don't do that, but we'll see. And I like Kyle Chandler. I think Friday Night Lights is a very good show, just saying. For a guy who doesn't really watch, like, you know, the NBA or NFL, he's a fan of basketball and kind of football, but mostly basketball. Yeah, it's very, I mean, I think Kyle Chandler is a good actor, but, like, why are you casting him to play why are you casting him to play an older version of Hal Jordan? Like, why? Like, come on now. You could just cast somebody around Aaron Pierre's age, so it seems like people like that casting. The only thing he had seen this guy in was this movie called Rebel Ridge, and it was fine. That movie was fine, so he can't really talk about, comment on how much he thinks he's gonna do well as Jon Stewart, but we'll see. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see how he does when the show hopefully comes out. But anyways, continuing on here, while James Hawes, if he botched that last name, his bad, was hired to direct the first two episodes and executive produce. Filming is taking place from mid-February to early July of this year in Los Angeles. Yeah, in Los Angeles. Lanterns is expected to debut in early 2026. It was originally supposed to come out somewhere around when Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow is getting released, but now it just says it's expected to debut in early 2026. Safran said the mystery that Jordan and Stewart investigate in the series leads into the main storyline for the DCU. Now, people have also speculated about this huge event that happens in the Green Lantern mythos called Blackest Night, where a bunch of superheroes who have passed away are brought back to life by the Black Lanterns and Necron. I think that's the name, Necron, something like that. But that's also been something I speculated about. But it'll be interesting to see who the main villain is of the DCU. It's probably not going to be Darkseid, because they tried to do that with the DCEU. It's probably going to be somebody else. We'll just have to wait and see who that is. So that's very interesting that they said that. Now, so yeah, he's commented on the things he wanted to comment on. He's looking forward to this show, even though there are some things about it, like most of these projects, there are some things about it that most fans and most people, and him included, aren't really on board with. I just think that there was a way. I mean, if you just swap some things around, then this could be even better. From the first photo, it seems like, I mean, because it's an Earth-based detective story, I mean, I guess you wouldn't expect to see their costumes or their uniforms, which is unfortunate, but hey, I mean, it is an Earth-based story. I mean, I'm sure they wouldn't need those uniforms to wear, like, on Earth. That's just a space thing, which is really unfortunate, because he would really like to see their uniforms on screen, you know, and hopefully done right, because in the movie, I think the whole thing was like CGI, and like even the mask was CGI, I think, and then people weren't on board with that. So yeah, and if you cast somebody younger for Hal Jordan, I think that would be good. If it was a movie, I think that would also be another good thing. And you could call it like Green Lantern Corps or something. I don't know, or maybe keep lanterns, or either or. Something, if it's a movie, or some people think the Green Lantern franchise, I mean, the Green Lanterns can have a whole franchise to themselves, which is really interesting. He watched this video from Superframe where he pitches a whole Green Lantern universe. That guy, seriously, very good at like coming up with like stories and stuff, and like planning out franchises. That guy's channel is very good. But anyways, so yeah, it's definitely, he's looking forward to the show. We know that like Sinestro is gonna be in it. So that's interesting. That's Green Lantern's arch nemesis, as you guys already know. But yeah, I just think if you just swap some things around, you cast a younger Hal Jordan, you make it a movie, and yeah, that's basically it. You cast a younger Hal Jordan and you make it a movie. I think that's what some people would want. And then you could do like a buddy cop thing. I mean, it's still kind of like a buddy cop thing, but not really, because Hal Jordan is like, I guess he's like the mentor, while John Stewart is the new recruit. I think they've said that. I think. But anyways, yeah. I find the Green Lantern concept interesting, so he is really interested in the Green Lantern mythos because of that. So he's looking forward to this project, like many of the other projects. So he hopes it turns out good, and hopefully it's received well enough to where, you know, they decide that, you know, oh, and they also said they wouldn't stop. I think somebody, I don't remember who, but somebody said that, somebody involved at DC said that, or at Warner Brothers said that, they would probably continue on with a second season of Lantern. So this wouldn't just be a single season show. they want to continue it and do potentially a second season, more, maybe even more seasons. But hopefully the show is received well enough by critics and fans that they decide, they could take another chance on the movie. But we'll see. We'll see. They're filming right now, and it seems like they're halfway through filming. I mean, they started filming in mid-February, and it's now March. March is almost over. It's going to be April soon. So they, let's see. So January, February, March, April, May. Wait, let me start over. January, February, March. So February, March, April, May, June, July. So we're in March right now. So April, May, June. They have 3 more months. 3 more months of filming to do. Cause not counting July, cause that's when they're supposed to stop shooting. So yeah, they have 3 more months of shooting of this TV series. So hopefully everything turns out good. So yeah. Hopefully the story is good. And the acting is good. Both are very key things. But anyways, go watch the other videos, the other DCU videos. Like those videos, subscribe to the channel, as it would be very much appreciated. Follow on Twitter. He was about to say X. Follow on Twitter and Instagram if you want to. And yeah, that's it. Bye.